Twin.
Yo, what up?
Hey, I'm live, bro. The mic is not gonna work unless I'm on.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
All right, bro. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tap
make
you in
sure
with
there's no
you.
window. All right, that's a bet.
All right. Which one you gonna hop on?
More than likely, I'll probably come to send me. I think I got your YouTube, but send me your YouTube and your IG. I'm gonna make sure.
All right. I think I'm gonna. All right. I'll share it with you.
All right.
You said YouTube
Yeah, send me that and your IG just so I make sure I got it. Cause I tried to look. I don't know what your name is on there.
on which one,
On YouTube,
bro? You know it's my real name on every platform, bro.
I typed it in. I swear I typed it in. I thought I had you on Instagram. I swear I did. It might be
Yeah,
like on Facebook.
Chuck B. Sanders on everything, bro. My real name.
I'm gonna look again, but just resend it just so I can make sure.
I bet. I'm
All
finna
right.
send it to you right now.
Okay. I'm ready to go subscribe.
I'm about to send. Did it stop? What's up, Delana? How are you? How are you, Delana? You doing all right tonight? I hope you're having a great day. I am. Got off work. I have some hair to cut. Hey, what's up, Andre, Jernique, and Pam, Pam Tai Tai? It was hard to pronounce your name. I hope you're having a good day. I've been having a very productive day. Yeah. Went to work, cut hair. And spend some time with friends and family. So I'm tired after all of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm trying to be consistent. I didn't go live on Sunday and Saturday. So I said I'd get in here and give y'all a little time today. I was just on the phone with one of my out of town partners, and he used to go live. So I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm finna go live or whatever, bro. And he was like, man, I don't do that no more. I said, why not? He said, nobody comes. Which is true. That's why I told him, I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. But I feel like with consistency, that'll change. That'll change. But you gotta be consistent. You know, consistency takes time. You gotta do it the right way. So let me do it the right way. Let me share this live. Gotta make sure I'm doing it the right way. I was just talking to one of my partners about that. You gotta do stuff the right way. Cause he's going through something right now. And I told him, I'm like, bro, right now you in a war in your life. Like it's a war going on in your life. And I feel like some people understand what I'm saying when I say that. Some people call it a battle. You know, you're having a battle in your life, but same thing. Y'all get what I mean. You know? So, hey, what's up, Darian? Thanks for joining the live. Hey, what's up, Mitch? How are you? And I was telling him, I was like, bro, when you're in a battle, a war in your life, I said, you got to do stuff the right way. Because it's a part of something that you're not doing right now, whatever you might be going through. Productivity, attitude, time management. I never understood that. I was kicking it with one of my Kappa brothers, and he's also Muslim. You know, I believe Nation of Islam. And he had told me, he was like, man, because we were somewhere at some event, something we had did for the kids. I think we had donated like $5,000 to the kids' STEM program. And so, you know, that gave the brothers a chance to chop it up and catch up and everything. And I told him what I was going through. And he told me that what I'm going through is because of what I'm doing or what I'm not doing. And, you know, he told me that doing the right thing is very important. Hey, what's good, man? Oh, no, nothing, man. Just got done cutting some hair. Decided to hop on here and chop it up with y'all. I'm really trying to build my consistency on platforms. So last week, last few days of last week, I was going live on Facebook. But I decided to switch it up because I was just talking with my partner from out of town. And I asked him, I was like, bro, so what you think? Like, which platform do you think I should get on? Because perspective is key. Like, no matter what y'all might think, perspective is equivalent to feedback. You know, and that's why a lot of companies want feedback because that's data. So perspective is data. And so I like to get that data from people. Dang, my battery's low on that one. So it's always good to get somebody else's perspective just because we don't know what we don't know. What's up, Gary G? I thought that was Gary V for a second. I was finna say, oh, Gary V in this thing? Now, I done have some heavy hitters in here. But no Gary V's yet, man. No Gary V's. But it's cool, though. Let me see if this worked. How can I tell? Got that one charged. This was 26. Might as well plug it up. So, he gave me his perspective. And he told me how YouTube is better translating to other platforms. So tonight, I'm going live on YouTube. And after I did it, I was like, that's a brilliant idea, bro, because at this point, I'm on live right now on my 3 biggest platforms. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok when I'm talking to y'all. I got like 4K. I'm on YouTube. I got 20K. I'm on Instagram. I have 30K. And so these are my biggest platforms. I'm on every platform just because whenever I was in business school in Miami, the professor, he was like big on that type of stuff. And he was an older man too. But I liked that he was like in tune. Like he knew the trends. And I ain't talking about like TikTok trends like dances and stuff. That was my hips dance. You know when we used to do the hips? Whatever. But I'm talking about trends like in business. He was like one of the first ones. Hey, what's up, Matthew? He was like one of the first people, period, to talk to me about LinkedIn. He made us. We got a grade. for downloading LinkedIn. I promise. You had to come to class with LinkedIn downloaded. You know, so I thought that was nice because to this day, I have LinkedIn and it's have been beneficial to me. No funny stuff. It's been beneficial to me. So I'm glad that I listened.
Honestly, we've been together for a while, so getting tested never really crossed my mind.
So with these social media can be a good outlet for business. You know, business is my thing in different ways. Overall, in just the whole learning of business, having a strong business acumen, very important. Very important to have a strong business acumen. Hey, what's up, Lionel? Leon? Yeah, I'm so hungry, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna go eat. This is after a long day of working. I worked a full shift today. And then I had hair to cut. This is what floored me, y'all. Check this out, right? This is what gets me. Dude hit me up all day about getting they haircut, right? Hey, what's up, Billy? What's up, Zay? Dude hit me thanks for joining the live. Hit me up all day about getting a haircut. I'm at work. I'm getting hit up about getting a haircut. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, bet I got you. You know, I even pick up and everything. I'm like, yeah, I got you. OCK, hey, what's up? What's up? Thanks for joining the live. Janine, hey, what's up? Thanks for joining the live. It's good seeing you. So, you know, and this supposed to be my people's too, right? Hit me up for a cut. I got you. Right? And this is what gets me. And this is what on my heart. So I gotta share stuff like this, right? Because me, I'm the type of person, I feel like everything around me must grow. Everything around me must grow. I'm that type of person. Like if you got some type of like dead type of something to your personality, I probably can't be around you. Honestly. You know, so if I'm trying to be around you, if you're trying to be around me, let's grow. We don't want to be stagnant. We don't want to be stale. We don't want to be any of that, you know? And so I try to teach people the right way, especially the younger people in my life, you know? Especially the younger men in my life, because I feel like a lot of the younger men, especially the ones that didn't grow up with a father figure in the household, they don't have any guidance. They don't know what to do sometimes. Hey, what's up, Cody 98? Thanks for joining the live. And so it's good to show them the right way. What's up, 01920? 1920. What's that? Zeta Phi Beta 1920? So anyhow, I'm trying to teach the young boy the right way, right? You know, he came through the last time flashing cash with the woo. I'm like, yeah, man, you probably don't want to be doing like that. You know, it's not the best way. It's not ideal. You know, but you know, sometimes people be proud and everything like that, and that's good. But like I said, I'm trying to teach you the right way, and so, you know, yeah, paid for his haircut. I'm not gonna lie. He was acting like he didn't want to, really. I'm not gonna lie, he was hesitant. You know, he was flashing the wop when he was trying to flex. But when he was trying to flex, it's kind of like, I can barely get out. You can barely get out. You feel me? So, but I told him, like, nah, man, men don't act like that. Hey, what's up, Janine? Jane, what's up? Thanks for joining the live. What's up? This is not. What's up, Wendy? Thanks for joining the live. I'm like, men don't behave like that. Like, men take care of their business. You know, especially if somebody is providing a service for you. You know, they take care of their business. So he did right that time. So this time he came through with a cut. I'm thinking he understands. You know, because I had just talked to him on his little money move, how he be getting his money or whatever, and he was making his move. You know, because even when you get in my chair, I try to give you a plan. I try to talk to you about something. You know what I'm saying? Empower you. That's what it's really about, empowerment. And you know, some of the younger generation, especially the ones that are misguided, they really don't understand. They don't listen to their detriment. You know, they don't listen, and it's to their detriment, is what I'm saying. You know, and so, um,
While he was having his, I was having a few of my
he hit me up all day for the
Not
cut.
right now, the kind of band that Wanda.
I
Women that stay in.
I agree. You know, I'm fresh off work. I'm really trying to get home to eat something and chill, but came right over. Hey, what's up, Billy? Thanks for joining the live. Came right over. So I'm like, nah, give me a second. I'm in the bathroom or whatever.
And here I was.
And so you come back, you know, to the barber lounge, the prime cut lounge, and as soon as he sits in the chair, he has a spell of sleepiness. Like I've never had a. Hey, what's up, the amazing guy? I've never had a person so sleepy in my chair. And like I said, this is a young man sleeping in a chair, but he's an adult. You know, in my eyes, if you're 17, you're considered an adult. You know, because that's how, if you violate laws and do some egregious stuff, some criminal stuff, that's how they're going to prosecute you like an adult. You know, you knew better. And so I'd never seen this before. It was really weird. So I was like, okay, red flag. These days in my life, you know, through experience, I've learned to pay attention to the red flags immediately. Immediately. Why would you not? You know, that's a sign. You should pay attention to the signs. So, immediate red flag. So, I'm watching. Like, okay, this is weird. And then by the time, hey, what's up, Big Ripper? Thanks for joining the live. Then by the time, you know, the cut is over with, it's time to pay. You know, it was just lingering. You know, wasn't really talking, looking at the different mirrors and stuff like that. And it looked real familiar. I think it was like the barbershop movie. It looked real familiar. So I'm like, okay, he probably doesn't have any money. But my whole thing, and this is something for the youth that might watch this, even the person that just did that nonsense, watch this, right? This is proper business, right? You lead with, I don't have any money. You lead with, you know, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. You lead with that. You know, otherwise it's like stealing. You know, at the end, you know, he didn't have any money. He didn't say anything beforehand. So that kind of tells the story on why he was faking sleep. You know, it seems very immature on why a person would like fake sleep, but I feel like I've seen kids do that for, you know, they're in some type of situation, they'll fake sleep or whatever. And so, it makes sense. You know, one thing leads to another and that aligns. And so, I mean, this is supposed to be my people's, like I said. So I'm not tripping because, you know, I cut in the shop before. And how I talked to barbers before, and I asked them, I was like, have somebody ever asked you to like front them a haircut? Hey, what's up, Den? And they was like, yeah, man. And I was like, okay, what if I was like, did they come back and didn't pay? He was like, man, if they came back and they didn't pay, I wouldn't cut their hair again. Oh God, hey, what's good, Noah? And I felt that, you know, because I feel honored that you wanted to try to, you know, steal one of my haircuts. I feel honored. I'm not gonna lie. I'm honored. And then appalled because, like, I thought you was my people. You could have led with that. You know what I'm saying? You could have led with, hey man, I ain't got no money right now, because it looks bad if you say something on the back end. You know, try to say, so you want me to clean? Which was like, it was odd. I'm not gonna lie, because there's nothing to clean. The equivalent to what's old. And so, and my whole thing is I'm trying to empower him. You know, but like I'm a firm believer that every time we deal with somebody, every time we encounter somebody, they're telling us who they are with everything they do and everything they say. They're telling you how they feel about you, and they're telling you who they are. You know, so pay attention to the signs. You know. It's very important. So. Yeah, that happened, man. It never happened in the shop. It never happened from a client. This just happened from a so-called associate, So, but we're gonna figure it out, because I don't like that. I don't like that. I wouldn't behave like that. That's and I know his upbringing, so did nobody teach him that,
Hey, baby.
right?
You're really late.
Nobody taught him that.
You won't believe the day I had.
So
I went to my
that's
lawyers.
very important,
Mrs. Cartwright?
For me, I was listening to Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
My husband won't be seeing you again.
He gave a lot of good information. He was very helpful in different
He won't be
areas,
seeing you.
especially like the dating side of
You think his
things,
colleagues
the
would deal with him if he showed up with you or something? You stay away.
self-improvement, becoming a high value man. And he had, he's a noob too, shout out to noobs. And he had more of a three strike system. But me, I'm more once you show me who you are, I know. And I'm gonna deal with it from there. It's like, what? That was weird. The whole thing was weird. I recorded it too. Cause y'all know I record my cuts. So the whole thing is recorded. I'm gonna clip the video and drop it. I'm glad I record. But y'all gonna see like, damn, what the fuck was wrong with that? Like, what's up with that? Like, very weird. And then lead to that, so I know what time it is, because this person, gotta do better. They gotta learn to communicate better.
It's all about you.
Young or not, like you're considered grown at your age. If you watch this, if you're going to watch this, you're considered grown at your
I'm
age.
glad the board is here. I've already explained to them.
So you shouldn't be behaving like that.
Decisions
Hey, what's up, Diana?
Hiring Miss Dexter is not in the best interest of this company.
And this is on record, man.
No,
The truth is the
I
truth.
voted to retire.
That's one thing about it. The truth is the truth. And, this is a lesson that they need to learn.
Unanimous decision.
And so they're still into my beckoning because I was like, nah, there's nothing to clean up right now, but I'm sure I'll get a task for
What
them.
about my vote?
For some reason, you don't have control of the share anymore.
And you?
Full transparency, I deal with his brother. I cut his brother hair who has a mental
Are
disability.
you sure every
And I let his brother slide who has a mental disability for
Been silent for 15
because
years.
that's my people, you feel me? I let him slide. You feel me? You can skate. You can't really work a job to bring any money in, so I'm not gonna charge you like that. Full transparency, since we're talking about it, let's talk about it. So he see his brother skating. Now he should be working a job. He should be bringing in some type of money somehow. And now he trying to skate like his brother who has a mental disability. It's crazy. So it's crazy. What's up, Nisha? Thanks for joining the live.
This is precisely why this company thinks it's really.
How are you? How are you? I hope your day is going well.
My son is so bright. Have you ever considered looking into the managing members of the Calvary Company?
Yeah. So
It's Remington Blanchard.
that just happened to me, y'all. That's why I'm talking to y'all about it. And I'm really just, being transparent. So I feel like honesty is key. She said, good and yours. Well, I don't know if you was listening to the live before now. Because how some people be ghost watching. Like, they'll watch from outside the live. But, I just got slimed out by my folks.
I take this as
What up, Rod? What up, Abby? Thanks for joining the live. Yeah, slimed out by who I thought was my folks.
I see no reason to change now.
Yeah. What's up, Valerie? Thanks for joining the live.
Well, now that I have the control and vote, there are a few changes effective immediately. Abby, I'd like for you to maintain as COO. And William, you're fired. Meeting adjourned.
Mommy, you're a millionaire. How come you didn't say anything? You never asked me.
Oh no, sorry to hear this. Oh yeah. And the weirdest thing is, He was hitting me up for a cut. Now it goes like this, and this is for anybody watching the live, right? If I ever hit you up talking about a haircut, it's probably on me. If I hit you up talking about a haircut.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has buck biscuits, like the Honey Bunny
Yeah.
chicken biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast
You
for a
feel
buck.
me? So,
Gotta be Wendy's.
yeah, hit me up and then didn't say nothing, was faking sleep. I really want to stop this live and show y'all the video because y'all think I'm playing. I want to show y'all the video. What's up, McCann? I'm from Old City. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Where you from?
How many hours a day do you spend
I feel like I thought you was from the city or something like that.
or you smoke, or just had bad luck? Whatever the reason for your bad circulation, Lexercise.
What part of Oklahoma though? Old City?
Lexercise
Tulsa?
glides your legs along its concave motion track.
Lawton?
Constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. The perfect combination to help stimulate healthy circulation. It's the natural drug-free way to stimulate healthy blood flow, soothe pain and discomfort, and reduce swelling in your
From
feet.
Oak Muggy but live in OKC.
Just plug in
What's up, Vampire? What up? What up, Marcia Sprunger? What up? Let me see what you look like, Nisha.
and just relax.
Jaya Nisha? Did I say your name right? Jaya Nisha?
As you'll ever do.
I'm sorry for saying your name like that. I was trying.
Read a book, magazine, or newspaper.
My bad,
Whatever
gang.
you like to do,
I was all close to the camera. I'm sorry y'all couldn't see. I'm sorry if I just violated. I was probably hella close to the camera.
solution for anyone.
But check this out, y'all.
Proper amount of movement or exercise. So if you, your parent,
What's up, KK? Thanks for joining the live.
sedentary lifestyle, the lack of movement can be harmful to your health. Pick up the phone and call right now and get the help and relief you need and deserve with the Creven Lexercise.
She said, what's good? You are a she, right? Are you a she? Thanks for sharing the live, KK. Are you a she? Oh, because your picture, your profile picture is a dude. Is that Kobe? RP Kobe. Oh, that's Steph. That's Steph, okay. That's a fake profile. No, you ain't the shit. That's a fake profile, gang. I know what time it is. And your follower to following ratio is kind of off. So, no, I ain't going for it. You talking about yes? Boy, trolls be something else.
Women who have fallen trying to reach the bathroom or who have damaged skin from too much.
That's why I encourage everybody to have your account under your real name and have an actual picture.
Bladder leakage affected her life. That's why I'm so glad the
This mic, bro.
for home use. It's an
What
innovative option for women
is they talking about? That's how I know it's a troll.
bladder leakage.
Like, this troll stuff on social media is insane. I'm about to go eat, y'all. Any food suggestions? What y'all eat today? Everybody put in the chat. Everybody that's watching this live, put in the chat what you ate today. What's the last thing you ate? Like, what you have for dinner? This is my bro profile. Right. Exactly. Check this out, though. What'd you have for dinner, though? I'm trying to get some inspiration. You be posting in that group. You be posting in that group, the new OKC Black Market Group. Swear. Yup, one of my partners, he was the last like OKC mobile barber, like the #1 mobile barber in OKC or whatever. And he told me to do those type of tactics as far as like groups because it's a lot of people in there, especially that one. There was a lot of people in that one. I'm in that one. I'm in like 100 of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I get a lot of reaction and like responses. I get some traction. I guess y'all didn't eat dinner. It's almost 30 minutes though, y'all. I did, what I was supposed to do. 30 minutes. I shared with y'all. I feel so much better. Thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Nisha, I'm gonna tap in with you. Send me your number on direct message. We could, just FaceTime and chop it up. Mr. Noble fam, thanks for joining. What's up, Donette? But yeah, let's tap in. Since we in the same city and I see you on social media, let's tap in, you know. But that's my time, folks. 30 minutes. Why you do the eyes? You married? What's going on? Talk to me before I get up off. Are you married? Because I'm bachelor. I'm still a bachelor. I'm just a bachelor. Looking for a partner. Yeah, believe that. She said, hell no. So what's the eyes about? Talk to me. What you do the minds for? You single? Ready to mingle? Huh? What going on? Why one? Talk to me quick. Don't talk to me slick. What's going on, baby girl? She said, just looking, that's all. You trouble. What's your sign? I just want to know. Like, I'm not really into the astronomy stuff. Astronomy? Astrology? Whatever. Hey, what's up, Amy T? Let me see if you got any signs that tell what your... What's your zodiac sign, Nisha? I can't really see anything on your profile. A crazy one? Jay Davis, TK Juicy, what's up, what's up? Thanks for joining the live. Oh no, a Sagittarius? I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anything against Sagittarius, anything personally. People just call y'all Sagittarius for some reason, so I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out. She said, stop it now. Okay, I'll stop. I'm getting off her anyway. But yeah, shoot me your number in the DM. I'll tap in with you. I'll FaceTime you before I go to bed and stuff. But all right, y'all. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're going to holler at y'all.